How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk Edgar Berlanga, you guys. He is a free agent. You guys know he was with Top Rank. He got he did his thing with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? He's a very good fighter. Well, I say he's a pretty good fighter. He hasn't been in there too tough yet. He's 25 years old and he's in a super middleweight division. If you guys have been under a rock, you know he's fought some of these guys like Alexis Angulo, which was 27-2, Steve Rose, which was 21-1. Um, Demond Nicholson from you guys remember Demond Nicholson? He's from Maryland. Fights in the Maryland and DC area. Shout out to DC Mike. He covers him a lot. I've done an interview with Nicholson as well. He dropped Nicholson down numerous times in this fight. Um, and yeah, he beat him. And so yeah, and then not only that, you guys, Edgar Berlanga had a knockout winning streak for his first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 fights, you guys. His first 16 fights were knockouts, okay? And then the knockouts went away for a little while. The knockouts went away for a little while. And he started being in there with tougher opponents. And we seen that the knockouts came and gone. You know what I mean? The knockouts are actually gone now. And now he's stuck in limbo right now. I'm not even gonna say he's stuck in limbo. He's just right now. I think Edgar Berlanga is just seeing what the market's like for him. You know, he's an undefeated Puerto Rican fighter. You know, with a really good fan base. And right now, Oscar De La Hoya, being a Spanish promoter, he probably wants to get his hands on a guy like Berlanga. He probably thinks like, man, I could put you, I could put you at the top, and have you fighting guys, um, you know, possibly a Jaime Munguia fight could possibly go down. And there's a couple other guys that he could fight as well. But yeah, man, Edgar Berlanga, you guys, he's 25. This is the knockouts I was talking about, you guys. See all these knockouts from his pro debut, or excuse me, from his pro debut. Um, fighting guys that was 37-15, knocking them out, 7-4, knocking them out. And then I feel like when the competition got stiff, and guys weren't just going for it, and he couldn't just lay anybody down at any given time. He had to actually go in there and fight. The knockouts went away. Smash that like button, Charles D. What's happening, man? Yes, this is the guy that got caught biting one of his opponents. Yes, that is him, you guys. Um, he did get caught biting one of his opponents, and yeah, man. So right now he's a free agent. He's a free agent. He can fight with any promotional company that he wants to. Um, and a lot of people like to see him fight. He was given very entertaining fights in the beginning, and now when the competition went up, I guess you could say he stopped giving um, as much of those knockout performances that we're used to seeing. You guys know Edgar Berlanga. He's gonna bring it. Like I said, he's from Puerto Rico. He's got the flashy girlfriend with him as well. And Top Rank tried to promote him well. You know, Top Rank tried to promote him well. He tried to promote all of their young stars well. But I really think that once they seen Edgar Berlanga in there and they started matching him, I wouldn't even say tough. I would just say tougher than they normally match him up with. Um, I really feel like he showed that he had flaws in his game. He showed that he can be touched. He showed that he can be hit. And a lot of guys at that time, you know, Being that they, I feel like some of the guys that he's been in there with have been in there tough already. You see what I'm saying? So, Edgar Berlanga, being in there, that he's been in there with 37 and 15 guys knocking him out, and then 7 and 4. You're fifth, you're 14-0, okay, with 14 knockouts, and you're fighting a guy 7 and 4. You know what I mean? You're 11, you're 12-0 with 12 knockouts, and you're fighting a guy that's 37 and 15 losses. Okay, so you're gonna knock those guys out. We understand it. We understand that you're gonna knock those guys out. You know, but when you up the competition, and when you start looking at better opposition, smash that like button too. As soon as you guys come in, let's definitely get these likes up, man. Edgar Berlanga, you guys, free agent. Um, so yeah, man, I think right now Golden Boy could be a good move for him. A lot of people are saying that Al Heyman is running out of money. And I've been hearing that a lot. Adrian Broner said things like that. You got Deontay Wilder saying things as well, talking about he doesn't like to get paid. He doesn't like waiting for his money weeks after his fight is over with. And that's what he's doing over there in PBC. PBC cuts the check, but it might be late. Not saying it's gonna bounce, but it might be late. You know what I mean? So right now, Edgar Berlanga is he just met up with Oscar De La Hoya. You guys know a Hall of Fame fighter, and he's a promoter. It says Berlanga is a free agent, and he's attracting plenty of attention, for sure. Because right now, you got Matchroom boxing promoter Eddie Hearn spoke about the potential to work with Berlanga this week, floating the potential for a major clash between Canelo Alvarez and Berlanga down the line. If Berlanga, it says, this is what Eddie Hearn says, if Berlanga can headline a couple of shows against high level world ranked opposition and prove that he is a contender for Canelo Alvarez, you have a fantastic Mexico versus Puerto Rico fight there, he said. But he has to establish himself as a world champion contender against that opposition. I believe he can do it. Hearn added that he was sure he'd speak with Berlanga manager Keith soon. It says today, Golden Boy promoter Oscar De La Hoya, who has been busy man lately, posted a photo with him and Berlanga to Instagram. He sounded hopeful of making a deal. Though nothing has been announced, and you expect Team Berlanga to weigh out their options with every major promoter first. So he's just doing a round robin right now. He's gonna try and see what promoter gives him, I feel like, the best deal and possibly the most money and the best upside. Edgar Berlanga, like I said, he's 25 years old. He's an undefeated, young, fly, flashy Puerto Rican guy. My personal opinion is um, Edgar Berlanga needs some work. He needs to get that back in the gym. He needs to have that grit, that determination that made him great. There's a lot of fighters out there that are great fighters. Um, now, I would say this: there are a lot of fighters out there that are good fighters, and then there's great fighters. Right now, Edgar Berlanga is a good fighter. You know what I mean? Potentially to be great, but he's got to show us more. I feel like once they up the competition, and the competition got started getting stiffer, you know, I feel like Edgar Berlanga didn't flourish like we thought he was. I feel like he could have knocked out Jamon Nicholson. I feel like that was a fight that he could have stopped that guy. Steve Rose been stopped by Triple G. He could have knocked him out. These are top guys at the top level. How do you fare with them? You know, how do you really truly fare with them? So yeah, man, I would love to know how how Edgar Berlanga is gonna how this is gonna turn out for him. Like I said, he's meeting with Oscar De La Hoya this week. We want to know how he does, and how he conducts himself after this. And I just want to see, who possibly would be the best fit for Edgar Berlanga right now. The more I think about it, I think a good fit for Edgar Berlanga. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing it with Eddie Hearn. You know, but how does Eddie Hearn? I don't know. I just got to see him promote more U.S. fighters more. Eddie Hearn. I feel like, yeah, he has a UK market on rap right now, but how does he do across seas? How does he do in the US in different markets? You know, and we seen him with Montana Love, but Montana Love got sparked out by Spark. So I would love to know what you guys think about this. Is Edgar Berlanga on the top? Is he a top level fighter? Can he get the job done at the top? And or is it just is he just real flashy, in and outside of the ring, and flamboyant? Is he that type of fighter? Does he have that pure grit and that hard work and that determination that it takes to be a world champion? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Peace.